Hey, welcome back. I'm Jacob. I'm one of the co-founders of Check, and today I'm going to walk you through an overview of crews. If you're running multiple crews, it's important to be able to manage what's happening in the field. That means giving the right information to the right people, being able to easily assign team members and jobs to the right crews, and tracking time on those jobs. We're going to dive into all of that, starting with setting up our first crew. Now, if you're a Check Pro subscriber, we've given you the ability to keep track of team members and up to 2 crews. This is for record keeping only. The team members cannot see or interact with any of your information in Check. It just allows you to keep a paper trail of who's working for you and which jobs they're working on. If you're running a single truck, maybe even a 2-truck operation, this might be all you need. It keeps your employee information stored in one place. It keeps your job schedule nice and organized. But if you're running 2 or more trucks, it's probably a good time to upgrade to Check Premium, where you'll have full access to all of our best features, including crews and connected users. We'll dive into all of that as we go. Okay, let's set up a crew. We're going to tap on the Office menu in the bottom right corner and select Manage Team there toward the bottom. You'll notice I already have 2 crews set up, but let's say we wanted to add a third. As you might imagine, we'll tap that Add a Crew button at the bottom, and we'll just call this one Pest Control. And we'll give it a fun emoji here. All right, now we have our 3 crews, and we can see how many team members are in each crew by the number next to the crew name, and then tap on any of the crew titles to expand them and see all of the members. Speaking of which, our new Pest Control crew needs a few. So we'll tap that blue Add a Member button at the bottom and begin filling out our details. Now, we could tab over to import a team member from our phone's contacts, but to walk you through the full details, we'll go ahead and add our new member manually. We'll start with their name, and then we'll add a phone number here, just a fake one. And since I don't have an email or an address for Peter yet, I'll leave those blank. But since I did add a phone number, I can now send an invitation to Peter to connect his Check account. He'll be able to accept from the Check app on his phone, which will allow him to then see the jobs that I assign to his crew. All right, we'll fill out a few more details here. He'll be the crew leader of our newly established pest control crew. The hiring date defaults to today, which is fine, and we'll just add a few more details: employment type, pay type, and give him a pay rate of $20 an hour. Now we'll just tap that blue check in the top to save it. And we'll go ahead and add 2 more crew members real quick to flesh out the crew here. But I'm not going to worry about filling out all of the rest of the details for now. We'll just throw a name in here. Alrighty. Now, if at any point any of our team members stop working for us, we still want to keep their information on file, but we don't want them cluttering up our crews list. So we can just open up their details, scroll to the bottom, and we'll tap Archive Crew Member instead of Delete. That way we can always find their information in our Archive tab and easily unarchive them if they start working for us again in the future. Now, as you might imagine, team members sometimes need different permissions. You might have an admin who isn't in the field, or a crew leader or foreman like Peter, who's responsible for making sure the team gets the work done, or a crew member who's out there doing the hard work in the field. By selecting the team member's role, it limits or grants certain access to different information in the app. The admin role can basically see and interact with everything except for changing your Check subscription or deleting your account as the owner. The crew leader can only see and interact with the jobs that they're assigned to their crew. They can mark jobs as complete, they can track time, they can see the job details, but they can't see certain sensitive details such as price. And then the crew members can see the details of the job, like the property address and services. So at least they know what has to get done and where, but that's about it. If you sent out an invitation to connect, like the one that I sent Peter, it'll show pending until Peter accepts my request, at which point it'll then show his connected status. Now, you can revoke that at any time, and archiving a team member will also disconnect that member from your business, so you don't have to worry about that lingering. Now, if you accidentally disconnect them or you want to reconnect them again, it's super easy. Just tap that send invitation button. That's a wrap for the overview of crew management. But if you want to learn more about how to assign jobs to crews, check out our overview of jobs in check video on the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one.